Crohn's disease runs in my family. My elder sister has it. She was diagnosed when she was 18, and I started with quite similar symptoms with how she started, with bloated stomach, vomiting, going to the toilet quite a lot, bleeding through my back passage. Unfortunately, going back and forth to the GP, having various tests done, was taking a lot of time, and I was getting very, very sick. When I did get the diagnosis in 2013, it was a relief to know that I've got an actual label for these symptoms, and there was a reason why I was feeling so dreadful and awful, but also a huge frustration at the GPs and the doctors that I was seeing, that they just weren't listening to me as a patient, and it was myself that was going through these on a daily basis, and the pain and the toilet trips and the embarrassing accidents. Since then, I've tried numerous treatments. I've had Crohn's disease in my mouth, in my esophagus, my stomach, my small intestine, my large intestine and my bottom. I have an ileostomy, I have a colostomy, and I also have a bag on my hip because I have fistulas, as my bowel has perforated into my hip. Living with perianal fistulas is probably one of the most difficult parts of Crohn's, because there aren't many drugs out there specifically for perianal fistulas, and there's not really much they can do apart from aceton or taking your colon out. When you cough, when you sneeze, when you laugh, all of those things actually affect your bottom, but you don't think that. You just go, oh, it's in your bottom, you've got a pain in your bottom. And it's not actually isolated to that. Your digestive system goes through your whole body, so everything affects that, and unfortunately comes a lot of pain with that. So the pain is a struggle, the going to hospital appointments is a struggle, the fact that I've got it is a struggle, but the fact that I don't feel clean in that area, especially my bottom, really upsets me a lot. I don't think anything could have prepared me for how much it has changed and affected and impacted my life. Physically, I can't walk very well. I get brain fog, which isn't very good. I get fatigue. I'm 33, but sometimes I feel like I'm 83 because I'm exhausted of doing simple things like going to the shops. Now I have to think about everything. Every trip to a friend's house, I have to make sure I've got my supplies, because not many people have colostomy bags or dressings. I know that they're not going to have the things that I need, so fortunately those little clutch bags are not my friends, and I have to take a backpack now, because I have to make sure that I'm prepared for leaks, for accidents. Otherwise it's just so embarrassing. Everything does feel like an effort. Everything is painful. All things I probably have taken for granted before any of these symptoms. A simple trip up to the shops might end up in an accident, or extra pain, or I have to sleep for the rest of the day. Although I feel the physical symptoms of Crohn's disease, my family, my friends and my husband feel Crohn's disease just as much, so it impacts their life. When I've been in hospital, they've had to take days off work. When I was in hospital last year, my husband lost his job, and then he became my full-time carer because I just wasn't strong enough to look after myself. Luckily, I have a husband that loves me, for me unconditionally. He doesn't see my bags, he just sees me. I would really love for people to be more aware of Crohn's disease and realise that it happens to absolutely anybody. It doesn't discriminate against age, race, sex, it doesn't care. I also just hope to be able to live a new normal life and not have 3 bags, a seat on, dressings, and maybe be able to wear a clutch bag rather than a backpack. Just little things like that will be good enough for me to win that battle with Crohn's.